Hey, this is Ian Lamont from Lee Media, and today I'm going to be taking a look at some of my better performing campaigns and analyze why they are doing well and maybe some kind of general observations about what goes into a very high performing campaign. What I'm doing here is this is a selection of my campaigns on Amazon advertising. You can see from the ROAS that I have some duds. You know, they're not performing that well, like this one right here, 1.5. And then I have some star standouts. This is 20. This one is almost 16. I'm going to talk about the ones that are doing really well and give you some thoughts about why that is happening and how I approach it. So the very top one, this one, it's a 9.58, so that's 10. I've spent $170 and I've gotten $1,600 in Amazon sales. That does not account for the fact that Amazon hasn't taken out its fees yet, FBA fees and whatnot, and also it doesn't cover my production costs. But 10, I think most people will agree that's a pretty good ROAS to have. This particular one, as well as this one down here, that has a ROAS of 16, they have a couple special characteristics. One is that the creative seems to be doing pretty well. This is the tagline that I'm using. I'm using archival quality. And this one I'm going serious research. That resonates with my audience. And also, they're 2 years old. So they've been around for a while, and they have a ton of data in them. And I just think that that really helps to feed Amazon's algorithms very, very well. This one right here, I've talked about it before on another video. But one thing that's special about this is that it's an ad type I've only seen offered once on like a, I don't know, pilot basis. And I took advantage of it. I signed up for it. And this ad has just been, you know, sending me gold for a long time since then. It's called a mobile store spotlight. After that ad that I created, I never saw it again. They discontinued it, but even though they discontinued the ad type, for some reason they let this particular ad keep on running. Maybe I shouldn't say that because if they turn it off, you know, that would be kind of a loss. But it's only showing on mobile devices, which is important because nowadays more than half of Amazon sales take place on the mobile app. And the other thing that I learned from this particular experience is if Amazon starts to offer a pilot program in a new type of ad, PPC ad, try it out, take advantage of it, give it a run. It may not work, but on the other hand, it may work very well because Amazon tends to give these new ad formats a little bit of a boost in the algorithm. And if your ad is one of the first ones using it and gets that good data and good response, that's going to go into a very long-living, high-performing ad type, which is the case for this one. And then the last one I'd like to draw your attention to is, where is it? It's this one down here, 6.73. Now, this is not, you know, super high compared to the other ones, but this ad has been going on for 5 years. And one thing that's really interesting with it is when I created it 5 years ago, Amazon let you do something in the ad creative that they no longer allow. I'm not going to get into what it is, but because this ad was kind of grandfathered in after they changed the rules, this ad really stands out pretty well on the creative side. And that is something that has kind of given me pretty good performance over the years. I should note that this ad, more than other ads, has fluctuated quite a bit. Sometimes, there's been a couple times I've almost canceled it. The ROAS has dropped down to, you know, 2 or even a little bit less than that. So I've tweaked the keyword bids and things like that. But otherwise, it's been a pretty reliable advertisement, and I think it's because it has that creative element that Amazon no longer enables on campaigns. So those are some of my observations about doing these types of advertisements. One last thing to say, if you have an ad that's performing exceptionally well, be careful with optimizing it, especially if you haven't touched it in a while, because sometimes making a change that triggers the algorithm to look at it again and your performance can go down. So generally, if I have a really high performing ad like this, I will not touch that sucker for a long, long time unless the performance drops off a lot, because I'm just afraid that tweaking it a little bit may trigger something in Amazon's algorithm, and then the response rate, the effectiveness will drop like a stone. So I don't want to hurt the goose that's laying the golden egg. For more information on how to get the most out of Amazon PPC, go to leemedia.org. click on blog. I have tons of blog posts and videos about Amazon advertising, Amazon FBA, all kinds of Amazon stuff, as well as just selling in general. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube or some other channel, if you could like it and follow the channel, I'd be very grateful. My name is Ian Lamont. Thank you so much for watching.